Good day, guys. Good day to you all, and welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. For starters, I just want to apologize for being late. About 10 minutes late. It wasn't intentional. Such is life sometimes. You plan and man plan and God wipe scene. All right, big game coming up. Big game coming up. The Jamaica Reggae Girlz versus the United States. There's the starting 11 on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. There is the starting 11 on your screen. Rebecca Spencer, Alison Swebe, Chantel Swebe, Tierney Wilshire, Denisha Blackwood, Havana Salone, Atlanta Primus, Chinyelu Asha, Khadija Bonisha, Trudy Carter, Jody Brown. Interesting stuff. Where is my baller from the midfield? Where is Spence? That is shocking, ladies and gentlemen. No Spence. No Drew Spence. Where is Drew Spence, ladies and gentlemen? So Havana Salone and Chinyelu Asha are going to be the ones that are sitting in the pivot. That is very, 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 very shocking and very surprising, I must say. I don't know how that's going to work out, ladies and gentlemen. The match is about 10 minutes from now. How is that going to work out? That is very, very interesting stuff, How is that work out? So there's a starting 11 on the screen. You guys can hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about this starting 11. I'm a little bit concerned. I think that's the first thing that stands out to me. No Drew Spence. I mean, we saw how important she was in breaking up a lot of plays. I mean, she was an amazing shield for the back line in that particular game versus the Mexicans. Havana Salone didn't really impress me in that game, and I know most people had an issue with her play in that particular game. So, she was a bit all over the place, with the greatest of respect to her. I mean, she's a legend of our football, so we have to be very respectful. She's the only woman that has ever scored for us at a World Cup, but we just have to be real with what we saw in the Mexico game. To say she was all over the place would be an understatement, to be honest with you. So I don't know. And Chinyelu Asha is more of a controller. What I would have wanted to see was Asha and Drew Spence. That is the pivot that I would have wanted to have seen. So to say Asha and I mean this kind of implies that it's more of an attacking, or they're going into this game trying to control the midfield, trying to control the middle of the park. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff from Coach Lauren Donaldson. So we have to go see how that works out for him, right? Let us see what else we see from the. Let us see what else we see from this starting lineup. I mean, apart from that though, everything is as you were from the last particular game. I suspect it will be another 4-2-3-1. Yeah, so I suspect it will be another 4-2-3-1 with the Swebe sisters, who did very well in defense last time out. Right, very well in defense. I must say the Swebe sisters were very good on the defensive side of things in the last game. So that partnership at the back has served us very well so far in this tournament. So it's good to see them back. Obviously, the likes of Bonisha very integral in the Reggae Girl setup. You know, Bonisha is that big forward force who everything kind of revolves around her. To say that she is the focal point would be an understatement. Everything in attack going forward for us kind of revolves around Bonisha. So, you know, obviously not. I mean, she's obviously a must start for us. I wasn't too impressed with Primus in the last game, to be honest with you. I was not too impressed with Primus in the last game, to be honest with you. Yeah, like I just think I didn't think she had a good game. Didn't good player, but not a good game. So hopefully she can step up. By the way, hold on. Through the me forget me just I realized that through the Carter back in at the starting lineup too, you know. Because me just I say, wait, where is Paige Bailey Gale? Paige Bailey Gale was absent from the last game. If we're gonna be real and honest, man. Paige Bailey Gale was completely absent from that particular game. Completely absent. I mean, nowhere to be found. The game about 5 minutes underway, you know, guys. 5 minutes from now. So big game. Big game. And, you know, if we can get a point out of this, we're all but I think one, it would be such a massive confidence boost to the ladies. It would be such a massive confidence boost to these ladies if they can get a point, and if they can even get the point putting up a good performance. If they can even get the point putting up a good performance, that would make it even worse. Seeing? Yeah, so hold on there 1 second before I do that. Sorry guys, I just try to sort out some things here. Just hotspot this first. So game about 5 minutes from now. You guys think through the Carter will be a better, will make a better impact on things than Paige Bailey Gale? Let's see what Trudy Carter does in this particular game. I mean, to be fair, she can't do no worse than what Paige Bailey Gale did in the last game, to be honest with you. She really and truly can't do no worse if we're going to be real. Paige Bailey Gale was just completely absent. Jody Brown sparked in the last game, yes, true. But I think it's very important for Jody Brown that she puts away her chances. I can't get 3 sitters again in this particular game and not put them away. And I think that's very important. One, we have to remain defensively organized in this particular game. And two, when we get our chances, we're just plain and simply have to put them away. I watched the game with the US versus Haiti. And to be honest with you, Haiti never really, I mean, not the US rather, never really, I mean, they were decent, but they've never really run over Haiti. It was a competitive game, to be fair. I mean, I know the scoreline, the 3-0, a lot of people would look at that and say, you know, oh, they ran out convincing winners. But to be fair, not really. Not really, in all honesty. Knock up the like button, guys. Free and easy way to support the channel. The game is just about 2 minutes from now. They're showing the VAR room. They're showing the VAR room. We need the same tactical plan and every player to be at their best. Then we have a chance. We concede early, we could get slapped up. But Haiti kind of conceded early though, and them never get slapped up. Them never get slapped up, to be fair. Even though they did kind of concede early. All right, they're naming out the American starting 11 now. America usually plays in a 4-3-3. So the Reggae Girlz hitting the pitch now, ladies and gentlemen. Reggae Girlz running out on the pitch. If we draw this, I think we're going to the next World Cup. If we win it, we're damn sure going to the next World Cup. Right? If we win this game, it is done. But beating the US is always easier said than done. I think everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. All right, so we are wait. Kickoff. As I said, the Americans weren't really that convincing to me personally versus Haiti. I know Haiti is a good team, but you would have expected America to still deal with Haiti away. To be honest with you, they never really deal with Haiti away, to be honest with you. Hold on, I think I'm sharing the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Game just start now. Game just start. All right, automatically America getting on the ball, trying to take control of this game from minute 1. America playing looks like a 2-3-2-3 in build-up. Obviously, the starting formation is a 4-3-3. But then, you know, fullbacks, you know, push higher up. One of the pivots, you know, moves into the pocket, that sort of thing. So it looks more like a 2-3-2-3 in build-up. All right, so that attack for the Americans basically petering out there. Goal kick from big goalkeeper Rebecca Spencer, who had a very big game last time out. Very big game last time out. All right, ball in behind. Bunny Shaw cuts it back. Ooh, shot, weak shot on goal from, who's that? Look like that's Jody Brown, it look like. Decent first attack for the Reggae Girlz. Decent first attack. Reggae Girlz defending. What's that, a 4-2-4? Okay, let's see how that works out. I know that continues to evolve throughout the game. I mean, on that particular play, it looked like they were defending in a 4-2-4. All right, hold on. US lose the ball carelessly. Reggae Girlz in transition. Primus looking for Bunny Shaw in behind. Bunny Shaw tries to out-muscle the American. I thought that was the wrong thing. I think Primus made a wrong move there. And I thought the run from Bunny Shaw wasn't the best either. American in transition. Ball in behind. Well dealt with. by our centre back. Foul on the play. Foul for the Reggae Girlz. So they will have a free kick deep into their attacking half, or in their defensive half rather, on the edge of their defense. Third, ball played back all the way to big goalkeeper Rebecca Spencer. Tried to find an outlet in Jody Brown near the half line on the right hand side of the pitch. That pass was a little bit overhit. Win this and we'll go through, guys. Easier said than done against the Americans, though. Reggae Girlz looking positive so far in this particular game. Through the Carter in transition. Turns it back, finds, I think that was Asha. Or poor control by Jody Brown. Mercy. Jody Brown has to raise our game in this particular game. This is a big game for Jody Brown. Guys, gentle reminder to knock up the like button as well. Free and easy way to support us and to support the channel. You guys can watch the game on the Concacaf YouTube channel using a VPN. It appears as if the Americans have scored. Hold on. Ooh. The Reggae Girlz in shambles at the back. America take the lead. That's not good. The Reggae Girlz in shambles at the America is taking the lead. That is not good. I think Blackwood was beaten too easily there. So, I mean, that was too easy from Blackwood. Chantel Swaby's positioning, I think, poor on that particular play. I mean, when you're dealing with a team like the U.S.A, man, any little thing any little mistake, no, it wasn't actually, it was, where is Chantel Swaby on that particular play? It was actually Havana alone trying to provide the coverage on that particular play. The Reggae Girlz unbalanced, and when you mistakes like that against a team like this, you can pay dearly, as the Reggae have just found out. All right, the Reggae Girlz defending in a 4-4 now. Ball in the half space. That was an excellent through pass, breaking two lines on the American defender. Reggae Girlz, however, clean it up, come away with it. A foul on the play, though. Yeah, I agree, Owen. I agree. I really think it's a mistake not playing. Yeah, it was a great finish through. Hold on, the Americans score again. What the hell? The Americans have scored again. Hold on. I'm not seeing it on screen just yet. I haven't seen the goal as yet. But the notification suggests the Americans have scored again. It's now 2-0 to the Americans. Oh my God. What is taking place on the left-hand side of our defense? What is taking place on the left-hand side of our defense? What is taking place on the left-hand side of our defense? What is going on? I think it's gone to a VAR. Because the issue is, did Alison Swaby clear it off the line? Alison Swaby just got there. But the issue is, did the ball cross the line? That is the big issue. So it's gone to VAR now. Hopefully, this is not a goal. Oh, it looks like it is. It's 2-0. The Reggae Girlz are down 2-0. I think that the middle is a bit open, ladies and gentlemen, and I think this is where the CDM picture comes into play. Oh boy. Right, how could we play America with no, I mean, if it's even for play Samson and Asha, but to go back to Salone and use Asha, boy, I think this is a recipe for disaster, you know. The sister's not average man, one. The sister's not average man. To be fair, they have had little protection in front of them. I'd love to see that goal again. I really want to see that goal again. Boy, my boss, Lauren Donaldson, I forgot to explain this in a man. Yo, America has scored again. You are joking. You are joking. What the hell? It coming like every time America. This is 10 minutes gone into the game, you know, or the goal has been cancelled. The goal, it looked like the goal has been cancelled. Yo, what is going on? But just about to say, come like every time America attack, them score. We're not really getting close to them. What the hell? So how was that cancelled now? Why was that goal cancelled? Oh, offside. Georgia. The thing set away, man. I mean, for starters, the Reggae Girlz aren't really playing with a high level of intensity. They're giving the Americans too much space on the ball. I mean, that was careless from Alison Swaby. As soon as me go defend her, she got do foolish. Georgia. As soon as me got defend her, she got do foolish. We're giving them too much time and space to play. Too much time and space to play. Asha could have done better in closing down that crash. She got out there. Yo, Lauren Donaldson, I forgot to do something quick and fast, you know, because this not look good, in a man. This not look good. This don't look good at all. 10 minutes in and we're lucky say winner. I mean, the midfield looks unbalanced, the defense looks unbalanced. Space in front, gaping holes in front of the back line. Players not getting close to the Americans quickly enough. Yeah, I agree, Wun. The team shape has been very poor. Boy, Virgin, I don't know what could have convinced Lauren Donaldson. People have it say man a top coach. But I have some explaining to do, you know. If I any of the games them we needed, Drew Spence, it was this game, you know. Unless something happened to Drew Spence and Drew Spence injury or something, because and she up on the bench. So me no know how my boss are gonna explain this. All right, good work in the middle of the park. I think that was Swaby stepping up there. Ooh, the connectivity up top not there at all. Reggae Girlz trying to play in transition, but not linking up well at the top of the field at all. Denisha Blackwood does relatively well there. Havana Salone plays it back to Denisha Blackwood. Blackwood Swebe. The movement is poor. The girls are trying to build out from the back, and the Americans are running harder in the press than we are moving to try and get into space to be outlets in the midfield. I don't understand what is taking place. The girls are not playing with a high level of intensity so far in this game at all. You'd have never believed that we are one win away from going to a World Cup. Them look flat. Yeah man, Echo Reeks, the thing look dread. The thing look dread. Again, another cross into the box being allowed. I think Jody Brown could have done far better closing down that cross. Thing rough and I struggle star. Jaja. America almost breached us again. No man, Echo. We now wish that down on our side, man. We'll get it together, man. The girls will get it together, man. Alright. Wilshire on the ball now. No, lie, that's not Wilshire. Who is that? That look like Asha. Blackwood on it now, passes it back to Chantel. Again, connectivity up top. Major issue for the girls. America building out from the back. I think when we're playing in attacking transition, we don't get the numbers up to support quickly enough. It was a problem in the Mexico game and it's a problem in this game. It's like the girls them afraid for play, for get the team up the pitch. It's like we're afraid to get numbers forward. Right? Bunny literally slowed down the counter attack on that particular play just because she wasn't getting the supporting numbers. Or you can watch the game on the Concacaf YouTube channel. SPH Smith. Second game, no which part you can watch that game, yeah? All right, America just playing it around at the back, looking for openings to attack, looking for space to move the ball into. Decent idea for the through pass there. However, the execution was not the best. And it is a goal kick for the Reggae Girlz. Rebecca Spencer. I mean, she will be very disappointed in conceding 2 early goals in this particular game. Poor from the Reggae Girlz in building out from the back. We concede possession. I don't understand, given the quality of our team. I think we should be doing better than this. I know that the preparation was extremely poor. But we should be doing better than this. All right, throw in for Wiltshire or Wiltshire, just past the halfway line on the right-hand side of the pitch. Tries a deep ball to find the head of Bonishaw. Bonishaw trying to hold it up. Does relatively well. Blackwood on it now. Passes it more centrally. Ball out to Wiltshire, the right back. Chantel Swaby tried to find a teammate in midfield. However, the Reggae Girlz lose it. America comes away with it. Ball in behind. Decent defensive work from the Reggae Girlz. Who was that there on that particular play? Wiltshire. Good defending, good coverage from Wiltshire there on that particular play. The Reggae Girlz were exposed. Wiltshire had to time that tackle perfectly. You, so wait. All of a sudden, him a Paul 2.0 now. Oh, God. Paul Hall 2.0. Uno is not the biggest fan of Paul Hall at all. All right. Reggae Girlz defending in a, that looks like a 4-5-1. Is that a 4-5-1 I just saw? Or is that a 5 at the back? No, it's a 5 at the back. Reggae Girlz switch it to a 5 at the back now, it seems. Hold on, I'm going to look at that again just for confirmation. I think the intensity levels of the girls need to improve. I don't even think it's more of a tactical thing. I think it's more of a just an intensity of the girls need to improve. Good stuff from Wiltshire. The American tried to nutmeg her a while ago and Wiltshire said no. It's a corner kick on the right-hand side of our defensive. No lie, it's actually a goal kick. The ref said it come off for the American last. There you go. So the Reggae Girlz trying to short pass out from the back, losing it in a dangerous position. Ooh, we survived temporarily. Excellent save, excellent work from Rebecca Spencer. The high press from the Americans is causing us a lot of problems. A lot of problems. We were all over the place when we lost the ball in that dangerous position. We were disorganized, to say the least. And it was a very short route to goal for the Americans, who won the ball in a very advanced position. Bonishaw gets the beating of the fullback, tries to cut it back after driving to the byline. Eventually, America clear it for a throw. End-to-end action right there. That was good stuff from Bunny Shaw to get the beating of the American left fullback. Drove to the byline, tried to cut it back. The cutback could have been better. Eventually, ball trickles out for straight to the goalkeeper. But again, we see a play and replay there. What a good save from Rebecca Spencer. 2 excellent saves from Rebecca Spencer. Rebecca Spencer has been big for us in this tournament. Knock up the like button for Rebecca Spencer, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you can't say Rebecca Spencer is a bad goalkeeper. Thought she could have done better on some of the goals, but you know, she's a good keeper nonetheless. Truth be told, she fell down the pecking order in terms of blame for both her goals, in my humble opinion. America come again. Ball over the top, looking for the run of the right winger in behind. She keeps it in. Ball played off of Jody Brown for a corner kick. To the Americans. So now this is a corner kick on the right hand side of the Americans attacking third, the left hand side of our defensive third. Look like it will be a left-footed in-swinger. Into the box. At the back post. Played it more centrally. Ooh. Ooh, the Reggae Girl survivor scared it again. That looked like it came off the bar. So it was played to the back post. The American played it more centrally. Yeah. It hit off the bar. It hit off the bar. So the American at the back post played it centrally. A snapshot. The American never really caught it well, but it did hit the bar and went out for a goalkeeper kick out. So the Reggae Girl survived yet another scare. Reggae Girls defending. It looked like it's a 4-4-1-1 them defending in, you know. I think that is what they have seen in the last. So I think my boss said Donaldson. I think Donaldson is kind of searching for some way to kind of limit the space. Hold on, a counter attack for the Reggae Girls. Ball over the top looking for Khadija Bunny Shaw. She doesn't get there. America come again. It looks like America has scored yet another goal. I think we have seen different things in defensive transition because Lauren Donaldson is looking for a way to limit the space. The Americans are breaking us down far too easily. We're not getting close to them at all, giving them too much time and space to play. And I think him just kind of searching for a solution to the problem. Ball into the box, I'm out wide. Oh my God. Runner in behind. Nobody tracking the run of the American player. Of the American forward making a diagonal blindsided run in behind our defense. That was dreadful defending, man. Where is Wilshire? That's Wilshire's run. That's Wilshire's man. Hold on. I think it could be offside. I think they might have to rule this one off for offside. Hold on. That look offside to me now, ladies and gentlemen. So nobody closing down the cross. Blindsided run. Blindsided diagonal run. In behind our defense line. Found the American run at the back post. Simple tap in for her, to be fair, but it does. That's offside. That's definitely offside. That's definitely offside. Without a shadow of a doubt, that's offside. Goal cancelled. Reggae Girl survive yet another scare. Wilshire's positioning on that particular play was exceptionally poor. That was Wilshire's run to track. And Wilshire was in no man's land. Wilshire was in no man's land on that particular play. Honestly, yeah, it's just poor positioning from Wilshere, man. Just poor. Wilshere just completely lost track of the runner in no man's land, man. And then Salone could have done better in closing down that cross as well. We need to get to the cross. We did okay in the Mexico game with closing down the crosses. In this particular game, most of the crosses that have been attempted have found its way into the box. A cooling break now, ladies and gentlemen, in the 28th minute. Boy, the Reggae Girlz desperately need it, man. The Reggae Girlz have been all over the place. I think Lauren Donaldson came out here today with a game plan that just isn't working. I mean, Lauren Donaldson has the intensity of the girls and the individual performance levels of the girls has to improve, no doubt about it. But also, I think that, you know, I mean, the second goal, Rebecca Spencer came off our line and just did not get there, man. And they just knocked it past her. All right, 30 minutes into this one now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense on no level. Is it a case that he wanted to come out here and try to control this game against the Americans? That's why he play Salone and Asha. Both are just lost in this game. Both Chinyelu, Asha, and Salone lost in that game. On both sides of the ball. In fairness to the coach, he has been let down by individual errors. Yeah, and I agree. Spencer has been at fault on goals. The two centre backs, the Swaby sisters, have been at fault at goals. Luckily, Wilshere never made us concede a goal there. Salone has been at fault on goals. I mean, the girls have just been flat, man. Just poor individual performances as well as poor team structure. That was decent from Wilshere. Decent defending from Wilshere. Decent defending from Wilshere, to be fair. Oh, God. All right, halftime can't come soon enough for the Reggae Girlz. Halftime can't come soon enough. I mean, the game is not done yet. We still have about an hour's worth left of playing this game. Throw in for Denisha Blackwood on the edge of our defensive third on the left-hand side of the pitch. Eventually, America wins looks like it was the second ball they won. They come away with it now. Deciding to spread the play out left, then they decide to go back down the right. Ball over the top. Looking for the American winger 1v1 with Blackwood. She crossed it into the box. The Reggae Girlz were almost again. Again, Blackwood not doing well closing down the cross at all. The fullbacks, a lot of crosses have come in that the fullbacks could have done better on defending. It's like no effort at times to prevent the crosses from coming into the box. I mean, Ramos, that was actually a good save because the ball eventually found its way to the American forward, who looked like she got a shot off, and Rebecca Spencer said no. Bonisha has been fouled. Yeah, the girls need to wake up, man. The girls need to wake up. They have been poor in this game, man. Honestly. They have been poor. And I don't even think the Americans have been that special, you know. I don't even think the Americans have been that special. I just think that we have been poor. We have been flat. Instances have been poor all over the place. Rebecca Spencer comes and claims that one. I don't even think we have gotten into our attacking third in this game, to be honest with you. Have we even gotten into our attacking third one time in this game so far? The Reggae Girls have to dig. Bonisha winning the first ball. Reggae Girls win the second ball. Foul on Atlanta. Alright, so free kick for the Reggae Girls. About, would you say that's about midway or attacking half? Denisha Blackwood on it again. You know what happened the last time when she stood up over a free kick from deep. This time though it's on the left-hand side of the attacking half. Swung into the box. America won the first ball, got it away. I don't even think the line is too high though in a 1-1. I mean, alright, hold on. Throwing for America deep in their attacking, in their defensive third rather on the left-hand side. Wiltshire brought down. No foul on the play. America in transition. Honestly, I would have played. Me that did even play Kayla McCoy number 6 in that game, you know. You remember Kayla McCoy did well as a number 6 in the qualifiers? Even though it was against lesser opponents, yes, but honestly, me that did play Kayla McCoy versus rather than playing Havana Salone in the pivot player with Asha. Sometimes, and then I think what is taking place to 1-1. No, Bridget, I can't agree with that. Well, I'm Makaya Bala, Bridget. Yeah, talk about. I think what happens sometimes, the balls from the Americans in behind our defense line has been so pinpoint accurate that the space that is there behind our defensive line is being exploited. But I don't necessarily think it's because our line is too high. I think it's mostly a case of the passes looking for those runs in behind have been, pinpoint accurate, man. The passes from both the American defenders and the American midfielders. I think the fullbacks could do better with their positional play as well. All right, in-swinging corner kick from the Americans. Eventually cleared away by the Reggae Girlz. I think that's another thing to the fullbacks, I think, have been positionally at times a little bit off. America spreading the play out right. Chipped ball over the top of our midfield line. Good work there from Trudy Carter. Trudy Carter up on the pitch. At the first Mr. Trudy Carter in the game from the match start. And then knock up the light button for Trudy Carter. Trudy Carter, better late than never. Trudy Carter has finally arrived at the party. Better late than never. Chinyelu, Asha, and Primus trying to link up well in the middle of the park. The Reggae Girlz carelessly give it away, man. America running right through the middle in transition. Good defensive organization from the backline causes them to turn back. Reggae Girlz a bit slow in defensive transition. The Americans slow down the tempo of that attack. The American got the ball at her feet, turned and took a shot from an acute angle in our penalty box. Luckily for us, the shot was high and wide. Again, just completely being unmarked in the box, man. Just madness. Nobody tracking that particular player. I mean, we have been poor in defensive tracking, man. And just the overall balance of our defense, man, at times has been off. Lon Donaldson, boy, I have to go find something in a bedroom. Because America at times have been making it look way too easy. Way too easy. America again driving at will shot down the right hand side of our defense. Cross into the box. No American player in the box on that particular play. All right, so a goalkeeper kick out for Rebecca Spencer now. 41 minutes gone into this encounter. Going into the 42nd minute, the Reggae Girlz down 2-0. Truth be told, Bonisha coming deep to hold up the play. Truth be told, in all fairness, the leaking has kind of stopped to a certain extent, All right, it looks as if our Reggae Girl is getting a yellow card. Denisha Blackwood with a poor challenge from behind on the American winger. I mean, honestly, it was a yellow card, to be fair. It was a poor challenge. Didn't Denisha Blackwood get a yellow card in the last game? Boy, to be honest with you, the forwards have been out of this game, you know. All of the forwards have been out of this game for the most part. Cross into the box from the free kick on the right hand side of the American attacking third. Shot off the rebound. Drifts slightly over the bar. The Reggae Girlz survive. Reggae Girlz, I think it was Bonishaw won the first ball, cleared it away, but it fell to an American on the edge of the box. And she curled that shot slightly over the bar. If that was on target, I think Rebecca Spencer would have been in problems there. She's not the tallest goalkeeper and she was kind of off her line. I think that would have just crept under the bar if it was, slightly lower. A Reggae Girlz building out from the back, loses it again in a dangerous position. Squared in centrally. The American took the shot. It was a tame effort. Kind of went straight to Rebecca Spence. It was still a good reaction, say, from Spence. Rebecca Spencer, rather. I'd love to see what is the possession stats in this particular game. The Jamaicans building out from the back, lost it. Played out wide, then cut back just inside the penalty box, in a more central position, and the shot went straight to Rebecca Spencer. That was a heart-in-mouth moment, man. Because that, honestly, I thought that was 3-0. We were completely disorganized when we lost possession of the ball, man. Completely disorganized. Another ball swung into the box, and if the American making the blindsided diagonal run at the back post had made contact, would have been in trouble yet again. Yo, Trudy Carter has been out of her depth in this game, man. Honestly. Out of her depth. Even when she do get on the ball, she does nothing. Knock up the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Free and easy ways to support the channel. Get us some likes on the videos, on the live, ladies and gentlemen. We'd much appreciate it. Free kick for the Reggae Girlz just past the half line. Reggae Girlz with a dangerous little attack. Ooh, in the end, Shaw decided to go for goal from way out. She was off balanced and falling over. Still got the shot off, but it was a good turn initially from her to get the beating of the player. But she was off balance when she took the shot. Low probability effort, wasn't going to trouble the American. I think that's the first shot or the first attempt we have had all game thus far, if I'm not mistaken. You notice that it looks as if it's a 5-4-1 in defense now. It was a 5-4-1 a while ago, It was literally a 5-4-1 a while ago. Donaldson try everything in a man. Ooh, cross into the box. Luckily, the American forward did not get a touch on it, and it goes straight to Rebecca Spencer. Literally, it was a 5-1-3-1, basically a 5-4-1. in defensive transition a while ago. Donaldson had just try everything to get a grip of what is taking place here. 1 minute left to go in extra time. Wilshire was adjudged to a foul, the American. Free kick on the left-hand side of the attacking third. That's excellent link-up play to break the lines on that particular play from the Americans. Shot from about 20 plus yards, goes straight into the wall. Not into the wall, rather. Well, it was kind of like a wall of Jamaican defenders standing there. Hit off of one of them. Bunny Shaw trying to hold up the play, dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. She's fouled. An American goes into the books. Yo, Bunny Shaw is the only one out of the forwards trying to do anything, you know. She's the only one really dropping deeper and trying to hold up the play and get the team, you know, going in attacking transition. For the most part, this game has been played in our half, which is not a good sign at all. The Reggae Girlz have really struggled in this encounter. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Half time. Half time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to look. We're going to look at the stats now, you know. But I don't even know if I want to see them stats here, you know. Just say I know. I don't know if I want to see them stats here, you know. I don't know if I want to see them stats here. I don't know if I want to see these stats. All right, I'm going to share it to you now. Rough and struggling. Rough and struggling. Yeah, tell them on thing dread. All right, hold on. Share the stats with you guys. So the stats on your screen there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, boy, Sports Jamaica. Boy, under the circumstances, the 2-0 is probably actually a good score line. That's a valid point. I can't even argue against that, to be honest with you. I can't even argue against that. I can't even argue against that. Boy, Formula is a 5-0, me see. Boy, the thing rough. All right, make a look on the stats now. Let us look at the stats. The United States 2, Jamaica 0. Sophia Smith with both goals from the Americans. Goals that, truth be told, were all over the place. And in the 5th minute and the 8th minute, I think it's fair to say that we really and truly struggled to get settled in the earlier stages of the game. We really and truly did not look settled when this particular game started. We were disorganized at the back, disorganized in midfield, just all over the place, man. So America had 10 total shots on target. It felt like more, to be honest with you. The Jamaicans had just 2 shots in total. So 10 shots in total from the Americans, 2 in total from the Jamaicans. 6 shots from the Americans on target, 1 shot on target from the Reggae Girlz. Oh yeah, that was a snapshot. I think it was from Primus, if memory serves me right, early in the first half. I remember that it was a very tame effort on goal. America has had 68% of the possession. I am shocked. I am shocked that it is so little because this did feel like it did in the 70s easy. This felt as though it was in the 70s easy. So it kind of surprising to me that we had 32% possession of the football in this game. It never felt like 32%. It did feel like mid-20s, to be honest with you. All right, America had 294 passes to our 146 passes. So America basically double our passing tally, which tells you everything you need to know really and truly. Passing accuracy from the Americans, 92%. Passing accuracy from the Jamaican Reggae Girlz, 71%. To be fair, it's much improved than the last game when we were in the 50s in passing accuracy for the entire game, but it's still not what we want to see. 6 fouls from the Americans, 4 fouls from the Jamaicans, 1 yellow card apiece. The yellow card for us was Blackwood, our left fullback. 4 offsides for the Americans, none for the Reggae Girlz, and 2 corners for the Americans. So that's basically a brief statistical outlay of what has been taking place. But the stats not really look encouraging at all, you know, man. Stats not look encouraging at all. Stats not look encouraging at all. All right, so guys, it's halftime. It is halftime. We are hoping that things can turn around in the second half. But it got difficult. It's gonna really be difficult for us to turn things around in the second half. But we have to try. We have to try. The team has been flat. The individual performances have been poor. The team structure has been poor. The team shape has been poor on a number of defensive players. The selection from the gaffer is questionable. I mean, the whole thing just all over the place, to be honest with you. We are very fortunate, very, very fortunate to still kind of speaking be in this game. I mean, it could be, there were goals that were ruled out. About 2 goals them ruled out. One of them was offside, if memory serves me right. I think both of them were offside, the ones that were ruled out. Yeah, man, both of them were offside. One of them was offside by a whisker, to be fair. So, it could easily have been worse, to be honest with you. We have to thank our lucky stars. So, we're still in this game. We're still in it, and we're still in with a chance. If it's even, we can hit them on 2 counter attacks in the second half and score. The intensity from the girls has just been poor in this particular game, to be fair. The intensity has been poor. Even when we in attacking transition, trying to get something going on the counter, it's like the girls have little to no interest in getting forward. Little to no interest in getting forward. The intensity has just been completely off. right? The confidence is just locking. You the things are coming off a high from the Mexico victory, right? The girls would be motivated to really come out here and win those 50-50 balls, right? Get tackles in, get close to the Americans, don't give them a lot of time and space. You think the girls' confidence would be riding high and they would be like, yo, we have to come out here and give up our best. We are one game away. If we even draw this game, we can call it so we in. Seen? But the girls have been dreadful, man. The girls have been dreadful, and Coach Lauren Donaldson can't get away with it either, you know, because, I mean, always Drew Spence on the bench. A lot of explaining to do. We have to wait until 9 p.m. later tonight to see what is taking place with the Haiti-Mexico game. You know, to see how things will line up for us in this group. What is the best result for us in that game? I think a draw for both teams or a victory for which team would be good for us. I personally think a Mexico victory would probably be in our best interest. You know. What do you think? I think a Mexican victory would be in our best interest because that means at the very least, we could have hoped for a draw against Haiti. And if we get that draw, then Haiti would be on 1 point and we would be on 4 points. And more than likely, I mean, if you're a betting person, Mexico will lose to the Americans. And they will be on 3 points. And we're gone through. So, I don't know. We're definitely going to be tuning into that Mexico Haiti game at 9 p.m. tonight. Should be an interesting one. I think that, you know what's so crazy though? That Haiti game is not going to be an easy game for us to win, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can tell you this right now, you know, Haiti put up a better performance against America than what we have done so far, you know. Haiti put up a better performance than what we have done so far in this game. So if we think that the Haiti game are going to be a walkover, then boy, we'll make a sad mistake, man. We'll make a sad mistake. Let's see what changes are made at halftime. I mean, common sense will tell you that Donaldson just has to change something. There's no way the girls can come up back the same way we were. I mean, right through the first half, he was even changing the shape in defensive transition. Right through the first half, he was changing the shape on defensive transition. Donaldson never have a clue, you know. Yo, Donaldson never had a clue. When you don't realize what take place in a game, ladies and gentlemen, about 4 different formations we see in a defense, you know, in the first half, you know, and multiple formations we see, you know. We see 4-4-2, we see 4-4-1-1, we see 5-4-1. If memory serves me right, we all say 5-3-2 time or something like that. And multiple different formations we see in a defensive transition. Donaldson just you know when you have fling things that you just have fling everything on the wall and so a stick. Donaldson not throw everything on the wall and I try to sew a stick star. Jano. The first half has been rough, ladies and gentlemen. Rough. And a lot of it is down to the individual performances from the Reggae Girlz. All right, so still half time. We're still waiting on this game to restart. Hopefully the girls can, you know, come out and intensity levels can be raised and energy levels can be raised and individual performances can improve. I think we need to see Drew Spence in the second half, that's for sure. We definitely need to see Drew Spence. Trudy Carter has been oblivious in this game, but where you go there? I go put on Paige Bailey Gale. She was she pulled that disappearing act in the Mexico game as well. So Donaldson really scratching his head trying to figure out what to do. Donaldson really scratching his head wondering what to do in this game thus far. See, they all won't notice it. Yes, we have switched to a back five and now we have 4 across the midfield. So we will get overrun there. Another stupid move tactically doing a Paul Hall impression, leaving us outnumbered in the midfield. I mean, even when we had numbers in midfield, it still never make a difference. Brethren, I say 4-5-1 in a defensive transition in that game. Yeah. Me know I say 4-5-1 in a defensive transition. Seeing, I say, what else I say? I say 5-4-1 in a defensive transition with a flat midfield 4. I say 5-4-1 with a CDM behind a back 3 in the midfield 4. Donaldson there Donaldson just there fling everything up against the wall, man. And I try to see a stick. Alright, the Reggae Girlz are walking back out. By the way, you know who I have not me just here up on screen a while ago. You know who I have really and truly not been impressed with? Atlanta Primus in this game has been poor, you know. Atlanta Primus in this game has been poor, and she wasn't good in the Mexico game either. I think Primus need to hold the bench. Guys, knock up the like button for a Reggae Girlz comeback in the second half. You see, yo, me just see Bunny Shaw walk out of the tunnel a while ago, you know. And Bunny Shaw never even, like, you know, when the children at the edge of the tunnel stretch out them hand for the players coming out of the tunnel for, you know, touch it. Yo, Bunny Shaw never even look upon her. So, you know, so Bunny Shaw mean business, you know, man. For you see all the kids, them now get attention, you know. Boomer Miller, USA, 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 USA. Okay. Richard Stewart is saying the writing is on the wall. Rough in and struggle, man. Rough in and struggle. Rough in the struggle. All right, substitutions being made. Substitutions being made. But it looks like it looks as if the Americans are making a sub. Hold on. No, the Reggae Girlz have made a substitution. Paige Bailey Gale is on. Paige Bailey Gale is on. Paige Bailey Gale is on the pitch. I mean, not surprising. Trudy Carter was abysmal, man. Nowhere to be found. All right, second half back on the way, guys. Knock up the like button for a Reggae Girlz come back. Knock up the like button for a Reggae Girlz come back. We saw a 4-4-1. We saw a 4-4-1-1 in defensive transition as well. Remember that? So many things we have seen in this particular game. Structure are changes in shape in defensive transition. All right, Rebecca Spencer with the ball now. One thing we have to be happy about, you know, the girls have names on the back of them jerseys, you know. Knock up the likes button for the names on the back of the Reggae Girlz jerseys. Knock up the likes button for the names on the back of the Reggae Girlz jersey. Hold on. Is Trudy Carter still on the pitch or a Jody Brown him take off? Hold on. It look, oh, but Salone is off as well too, you know. Samson is on. Boy, Donaldson, you should have made that change from first half of the bridge. But what that is saying to me is that something is wrong with Drew Spence. Something is wrong with Drew Spence then. Something not right with Drew Spence. Where is Drew Spence? We're big CDM. And why start the game if Drew Spence couldn't play? Why start the game with Samson on the bench? Poor cross into the box from the American left winger. Hold on, let's just get some confirmation on the changes from the Reggae Girlz at this particular point in time. So, yo, the gaffer take off Jody Brown and put on Paige Bailey Gale, you know. Me that they take off Carter, you know. Me that they take off Carter. Because as poor as both of them has been, you know, I think Jody Brown show herself a little bit more in that game, yeah. Hey, Currix, then easy in a Donald Bennett. You can watch the match on the Concacaf YouTube channel. You have to use a VPN if you are in Jamaica. If you are not in Jamaica, you don't have to use a VPN. Sorry about that, guys. You know, so I never realized that my camera was off. I did not realize my camera was off, you know. I never realized my camera was off. Yeah, so Donald Bennett, you can watch it either on the CONCACAF website, no, either on the app or the website, and you can watch it on the YouTube channel, the CONCACAF YouTube channel. If you're in Jamaica, watching it on the YouTube channel, that was, yo, the ball, yo, that shot from the American, you know, hit off the post, you know, man. Mercy, that was a close one for the Reggae Girlz. Yeah, so if you are in Jamaica, you can watch it on the CONCACAF YouTube channel using a VPN. You have to use a VPN if you're in Jamaica. If you are overseas, then you don't have to use a VPN. That was a close call for the Reggae Girlz, man. Reggae Girlz almost conceded a goal a while ago, man. Rebecca Spencer was beaten. She could have dived a little more. She was beaten. All right, free kick. Free kick from the Americans. This one will definitely be swung into the box. I don't see this one going to goal. Into the box. Header just wide. The American won the header, but it went just wide. I think if it was a no, it looked like, yo, Rebecca Spencer actually got a finger to it, you know. The ref never picked it up, you know, but Spencer actually got a touch on it and guided it past the far post. Safely past the far post. The referee never realized Spencer got a touch on it. Reggae Girlz now it looks as if they're in a 5-3-2. Look at the defensive shape. Now a 5-3-2, you see. Yet another link for Eddie. I mean the stream. Hold on. This is the link for the stream. I don't think of the game, I think of the stream I want to jump on. If for the stream I want to jump on, there's the link. Yeah, man, I drop it, man, Eddie, I drop it. So basically, thus far in this particular game is as you were from in the first half. Blackwood beaten. The American tried to play it across the box. Luckily, it hit off the defender and went straight to safely in the hands of Rebecca Spencer. Boss, what go on?
I'm here now.
You can't turn your camera on landscape.
Hold on. I want to turn off my camera. How do I do that now?
What, turn it on landscape?
Hold on. Put me back in backstage, please.
Oh, put your backstage? Alright, cool. Alright, so America in a dangerous play, switching it out wide right. The American was looking to cross, decides not to, place it more central. Not yeah, and Woon, that's what I'm saying, Woon. That is what I am saying. It's like the girls are scared to even counter the Americans. We're just sitting back literally for the whole game. We're not trying to keep possession of the football to break up the rhythm of the Americans. It's just wave after wave. Look here, me never did I go rave about Donaldson after the Mexico game, because even though it was a gritty performance from the Reggae Girlz, and he did get some things right in that particular game, I still was not all that impressed by what I saw with Donaldson in the first game. Because I think that this is such a talented group of Reggae Girlz that we should be far more competitive in this game than we actually have been. Far more competitive in this game. All right. We're getting going in transition now. Reggae Girl stepping forward. Through the Carter out wide right. Running at the American fullback. Try to get across into the box. Eddie, what do you think about the game so far?
It's pretty much what I expected, I believe we came out a little bit soft in the first half, and some of the players didn't look up to speed. They look actually scared. For me, but we kind of grew into the game little by little as VAR ruled out the goals for USA. It's like we got a little bit more confidence from that. But not a lot going forward. Bunny looked extremely slow, and he's being pushed around by the young American centre backs. You know, often say Bunny being bullied, but she's been on the floor a lot of times. I don't know what's happening. But let's see if we can pull back a goal. I think we need a goal for our confidence and not to let the USA team get any more.
Eddie, you said something earlier. You said that the girls were a bit soft. Virgin, it was like a hot knife through butter, Virgin.
Yeah, man.
Through melted butter. Not even butter we just take out of the fridge, Virgin. Butter we melt and soft, Virgin. Crazy.
Yeah,
What
man.
you think about the pivot partnership of Asha and Saloon? Cause I beat Donaldson for that too,
Um, I think this game it's hard to tell because we're being dominated all over the pitch. So that's another goal. So that's 3
Hold
0.
on, America score?
Yeah, man, that's 3.
What?
Looks a bit poor. The right back, number 16.
A joke here, Virgin.
Ball at the back post, tapped in. No chance for Spencer.
Where you watch it, Pan Eddie?
ESPN. I'm watching it on the cable.
Oh, yes, so
That's
you're way
why.
ahead.
We are in it. And this
Yeah,
one is definitely not offside. Good goal.
yeah. Them score 3-0.
What was the question again, Pamela?
With what?
No, you asked a question earlier.
Now I was asking about what you thought about the pivot
Oh.
partnership with
Yeah, as I was saying, this game is hard to tell. We're not able to see that partnership because we're being dominated all over the pitch. But I
yeah.
think Solomon is having a slightly better game. She's not. I think she lost the ball one time in midfield there, compared to the Mexico game. We lost the ball a lot of times. She's keeping the ball a little bit better. But we do have a lot of the ball, so it's hard to tell. But I know that Spence is a better player though in that midfield. But
Yeah, for sure. And but my thing, Eddie, was that how the hell a game like this you now play with no defensive pivot, defensive minded pivot.
yeah,
Just never makes sense to me.
who's our DM really? Because Salon is not necessarily a DM.
Drew Spence is our
Drew
DM
Spence is a DM.
and Samson as well.
So, oh
Ryan
yeah,
Samson.
but I believe Drew plays a little bit like a 8. He's an excellent passer.
Drew has the ability to do both,
Mm-hmm.
but she's really and truly a CDM from what I understand
Okay.
and from what I've seen of her.
Yeah, she's more physical than Asha. I like Asha though. I like both of them. They offer different things. Drew is a better passer, and Asha is more mobile across the pitch.
Yeah, Asha is a controller,
Mm-hmm.
but she has struggled to really take control of this one.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
This
hold on.
I'm not surprised by the result so far though.
Are the flatness of the performance though kind of catch me off guard though, to be honest with you. The flatness of the
Yeah,
performance, the individual have
we
been poor.
did. Yeah, man, we didn't start well. That's the
Yeah.
fastest goal so far in the tournament we've conceded. By the way, any team
Mm,
has conceded. So they just came at us, bam, bam, bam.
yeah.
And that's going to be hard to recover from.
Yeah.
But we look to the Haiti Mexico game. We hope that they can do us a favor by drawing.
I actually think Mexico winning would be the better result for us.
You think so? But that would be putting another
Yeah.
team on 3 points, because suppose Haiti beat us in the last game, it will go down to goal difference. Because we're assuming that US will beat Mexico.
But if Haiti beat us, Haiti would and Haiti the Haiti would be on 4 points then if them draw Mexico and beat we.
No, with your scenario, with a Mexico win,
Mm-hmm.
you will have two teams on 3 points. No,
Yeah.
three teams and 3 points. But
My reason.
they're taking off Bunny Shaw coming off
Georgia.
for Kiki, and Spence is coming on as well.
What?
A
Kiki?
double change.
A joke, this man.
Primus coming off, replaced by Joe.
My reasoning, is that in the last game, all we would need to do is draw with Haiti, and we're gone through. If Mexico beat Haiti, because we presume that Mexico will lose to the Americans.
Right. Well, it could work that way, but it kind of it'd be easier for both teams to draw though, to put both teams on 1 point.
So Drew Spence coming on for Primus, and Kiki Van Zanten coming on for Bunny Shaw, which makes absolutely no sense to me.
In the 6-second minute.
Makes no sense to me, but okay.
I think he's probably just preserving at this point.
Must be.
Taking off his best asset in Bunny versus our next game.
But it looked like Drew Spence is playing more advanced, almost like a top link.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I'm really impressed with the right back for USA. Excellent crossover.
Yeah. I mean, from the American team in a World Cup qualifying, that means you're one of the best in the world in a position.
I don't know if you speak about it, but the second goal, you thought that crossed the line?
If I thought the cross was what?
If I thought the ball went across the line, but that VAR, the second goal for USA.
Oh, it never looked like it went over the line.
I agree. I'm saying the same thing. Because if you don't have
as well.
Yeah, if you don't have goal line technology, I don't know how the referee could spot that from that angle.
They don't have goal line technology.
No, they're just using VAR. If it was goal line technology, you wouldn't need to go to VAR. We just tell her right away if the ball across the line.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be any debate.
Honestly, you see, the reason why I never really thought about it much is because from the angle that they were showing it on the replay, I never saw 100% sure. So I just say, all right, more than likely a goal line technology them use, but me never realized a goal line technology in the tournament.
No man, they didn't use that. Went to VAR, man, and then they would say it's not a clear and obvious error. So that's why the goal stood.
It honestly never. All right, in swinging corner kick from the Americans, they did away from the Reggae Girlz. Yeah, it honestly never looked to me like it crossed the line, but me never really said nothing about it, to be honest. All right, so a couple of corner kicks now from the Reggae Girlz, from the Americans rather. Another in swinging one. We won the first ball, and I think the referee called a foul on the play. Well, I mean, I think we can call it. I don't think we're getting back into this game. Conceding the third goal never helped our cause either.
Yeah.
Rebecca Spencer with another kick out. I think Atlanta Primus has arguably been our worst player since the start of the tournament. She are Havana Saloon.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. And
Go through.
No, I'm saying Trudy was invisible in this game as well. through the carton.
Vanished into thin air, Brethren. Vanished into thin air. All right, so it seems as if, I mean, what they are trying to track the shape of the team on defensive transition, because multiple different changes in shape,
Yeah, because sometimes it's a 5-4-1, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's 4 at the back. But preeminent is a 4-2-3-1.
Donaldson just a fling up everything against the wall and I see we're sticking a Brethren.
Yeah, for real.
What do you think about Donaldson? You think he's a good coach?
Yes, but I think we should hold on and praise him, give him the high praise. Not because he beat Mexico, because Menzies also beat Mexico as well. And so we need to kind of calm down a bit. This week kind of bring us back down to earth. For those that thought Donaldson was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But he started well with a good win, good save Spencer. And I look forward, in seeing him in the third game against a much weaker opposition, the weakest opposition on paper. So it'll be interesting to see how we line up and how well we attack in that game, because these first 2 games is basically defensive football we've seen. So now I think it'd be interesting to see how we look on the front foot in the 80 game.
Yo, so Rebecca Spencer's made a couple of big saves in this game, man.
Couple? About 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, to be fair. That's a good save, It look even more impressive on the replay.
Another class coming in.
Donaldson, I forget a beating for this game. He might forget a beating because
No, U.S.A. No.
there's just a no. Yeah, but
I don't think we can judge him, and that's why I'm saying wait until the 80 game. I don't think we can judge him on this one.
Hey, let me tell you something. I watch Haiti versus America, Haiti put up a
80,
much better fight than we in this game,
Yeah. Even though it's still the same 3-0 so far, still, but let's see.
Virgin at 20 minutes left in that game. You really see this a done 3-0?
No. But my question, what I'm having in the Haiti game, I think this was a free hit for us. Nothing to lose. We're always behind the 8 ball in this one against the world champions. You may know this USA team has not lost since, 2017?
Yeah, it's a long time. But
So,
my thing is, Eddie, I don't even have an issue with losing, And the manner of the performance, I have an issue with, I think this Reggae Girlz team is better than what they have done in this game.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still 0 points, whether we play good or not. But I see what you're saying. You rather show a little bit more grit and fight, but still get the 3 love.
Ooh, diagonal cross from deep, looking for the run of the forward in behind our back line. The player got on the end of it, but headed it just over the bar. Again, tracking of runs in behind has been a problem.
Hard game.
The 80 coach that? Yo, the 80 coach in the stanza scout you out, Jaja, we in trouble.
Oh. So what, that game is played here in this stadium here?
Me not so sure, but me see him in the stands. The 80 coach, I think from France him come from.
Trouble.
Yo, the man in the stands that take a keen, close watch for proceedings in a virgin. Like you can see, say man a study in a virgin. I Tuesday, when I play that game there? You know, so I remember which day we played that game there?
The 11th?
Eh?
The 11th? Another 11th.
Hold on, wait. I try for. I want to say exactly the day when we played that game there. We played that game the Monday. Dog name was up on Monday.
And,
Yes, the coach has scout we. Yes, the
dead.
coach has scout we.
Another save by Spencer.
Kiki Van Zanten getting beaten very easily. That one was already, I mean, the American turned it back, cut inside, and then released the shot
Mm-hmm.
from the half space. I mean, to be fair, it went straight to Rebecca Spencer. It was a routine save.
And we see Kiki getting a lot of game time.
Under this particular coach, him seem to rate her.
Yeah, or is it that because Stephanie Cameron not there?
Probably that as well.
Because I'm surprised I'm seeing her on the pitch.
I mean, who else would be a good outlet and provide a burst of energy in the as a substitute? I mean, who else we have can come off of the bench can provide that spark in terms of in the forward line?
Well, we have what's her name? McCoy.
Yeah, but she's more of a through the middle, face to goal kind of a player. She's not really somebody that will, you know, provide like that spark in
Mm.
attack, so to speak, if you understand what I mean,
Yeah, man.
and make things happen. She's more of a find herself in good positions in the box and, finish it off well. And by the way, it's kind of surprising, say, Donaldson take off Bonisha and put on Kiki instead of McCoy.
That is it. Well, McCoy coming on now for Trudy.
Interesting. It must be that, Woon. It must be that. It must be that. I think he was looking, that's the only logical explanation, that he was looking past this game. That is the only logical explanation, Woon. It must be that. I actually agree with that. And I was going to say that, because that was I was thinking, I mean, say, that's the only thing it could be.
But to put that in the player's head, you know what I mean? We're going out to
Mm,
pretty much lose. To put that in the
mm.
player's head, and if we don't start get results against these big teams, we're going to be in problem. So at number 4, over the bar. In order for us to get better, we have to start getting results, at least draws or scoring goals against these big teams. I heard Manning's man say, I agree with him that because we play in Concacaf formula
Mm.
and we see we play against USA, we feel as if say USA is number 1 rank in the world, we're number
Yeah,
3 in
yeah,
Concacaf. We feel as if we
yeah.
can size up, and we're 50 something in the world.
Mm. All right, so the ball nearly licked the girl, in
Yeah,
the stands,
the
the
little
little
girl.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and our back turn.
yeah. So that was a ball from deep. And the shot off the rebound. off the second ball would have went sailing over the bar. Truth be told, the Reggae Girlz have kind of looked a bit more organized in the second half, to be fair to them. I mean, we weren't as open and weren't giving them as much time and space on the ball in the second half as we were the first. I mean, we can't talk too quick still because it's still the 77th minute. Haiti have a lot of players in Europe too,
Yeah.
particularly in France. So it was a decent Asian team.
Attack here for the Jamaicans. Poor pass. That's the second yellow card for Den. But that means she'll miss the Haiti game. She picked up a card in the
Yes,
first half.
that's what I was wondering. I need to go and look that up. That's what I was wondering.
So that's 2
I
cards
was
now.
wondering that. Yeah. Attacking transition from the Reggae Girlz. 4 pass. That play peters out. That's what I was wondering, though. That's what I was wondering, I asked a question earlier in the stream, If does that mean she'll miss the next game? Who have can play left back on the bench?
I believe Campbell. Shoshana Campbell.
But I don't want Shoshana Campbell left back.
That's the
No
thing.
one Shoshana. Oh God.
Who else is there on the bench?
Adapt me I look on right now.
All right. And I know Chantel Swebe can play over the left if there's an emergency.
That's unfortunate that Den will not be Denisha Black. And she hasn't had a bad tournament. Well, to be fair, in this game, I think there are a lot of crosses that she could have gotten closer to and, close down those crosses better. And I think there were some plays that she was beaten far too easily too.
They're showing Morgan on the bench. Why Morgan not getting in the game for USA?
But she played in the 80 game.
I mean, yeah, she came off the bench.
In the 80 game, no man. Alex
She
Morgan
started.
started in the 80
She
game,
started.
man. Yeah, man.
Oh, my bad.
She scored the first 2 goals, if memory serves me right.
I guess they're saving her for the Mexico
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, man. She scored the
If she had
first
started, we're probably looking at 5
problem.
or 6.
Rob, trust me. If Alex Morgan had started this game, man, we'd in a trouble.
Because they have the luxury of benching her.
Yeah. I tell people all the while, so we need another bunny shine at the squad.
It's a penalty to the USA.
My word. Mercy. Yeah, man, she scored the first 2, man. She opened the scoring with a nice little flick of the near post in the early in the game.
That kind of soft referee. The number 23. Jump right through the box. She kind of ease her up. Yes, yeah. Barely get with the foul.
That kind of look like a soft, though, That kind of look like a soft, though,
But it's not shoulder to shoulder, because she more push her in her chest.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a penalty. And she never really made no attempt to play the
At the ball,
to be fair.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rebecca can save this one. She's been having an excellent game. Come on, Rebecca. No chance. 4-0. Excellent penalty.
Rough in the struggle. Rough in the struggle.
And still 8 minutes to go with stoppage time.
Yeah. But even from a goal difference standpoint, man.
That was a killer.
I think one of the things with America too is that I think America themselves were a little bit flat in the Haiti game. And I think they probably came out here to kind of prove a point and reinforce or the
Yeah.
rebound, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were a bit flat in the Haiti game. So, but by the scoreline, we need to keep down the scoreline, man. The scoreline now look good at all, man. So penalty from the Americans, truth be told, it was a poor and unnecessary challenge from PH Bailey Gill. She never really needed to make the challenge because her teammate was there providing the coverage. And the ball
Yeah.
looked like it was running out of play as well.
Yeah. The worst that could happen, they get a corner.
Yeah, so poor challenge. We got a America got a penalty, and it is 4-0 to the Reggae Girlz. Nothing Rebecca Spencer could do about it. Drew Spence trying to make something happen. Poor pass on Drew Spence. Yo, me's not a big fan of this Tierney Wilshire girl, honestly. I've never seen a performance with her where I say, wow. I've seen performances from Ban Plaza where I say, wow. But I've never seen a performance from Tierney Wilshire where I say, wow.
Yeah, and even
You
when
know?
I saw her playing in the qualifiers in Jamaica, she didn't impress me as well.
Like I don't understand what is her strength. Like she's not particularly good at defending, I don't think. She's not good going forward. And it's not like with Ban Plaza, you can say that Ban Plaza for sure. You can know that her strength is attacking. And she's decent defensively. But Wilshire, me not know what is Wilshire there for. Wilshire style of play on my cup of tea.
She's Plaza is a little bit, I don't want to say overweight, but on the chubby side.
Oh, Ban Plaza,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I guess probably they're going with more athletes, leaner looking players.
Yeah.
That can be, up and down.
Ban Plaza look good on the thicker side, but
Yeah.
from a performance
From the
standpoint, she
performance.
kind of look a little bit
And it's the same thing with
slow.
Sweatman. It's the same thing with Sweatman.
Yeah. I think even when Sweatman is
Goal.
fully lean though.
Good cross in the box.
America?
Yep, tapped in by number 6.
Mercy.
5-0.
Richard Stewart, you're spot on.
They're getting everything that they want. Everything. Down the middle, down the flank, the crosses, everything. Easy cross and easy tap in.
They're spreading the play very well. They're spreading the play very nice.
And
They're
when
really and truly playing expansive football.
Yeah, man, when they put the ball right there, Spencer cannot come out and get it.
Yeah, the channel of uncertainty. All right. So what took place a while ago? A midfield and defense splitting pass through the half space from the American girls, dragged Chantel Swaby out to the edge of the penalty box. However, she could not get there. The American got the crossing, and the forward made the run in front of the Jamaican centre back. Got on the right side, and it was a simple tap in. Again, just disorganized play right across the back from the Reggae Girlz. No, me not think the defense line is too high and that you don't want to sit too deep in a one. And that's the thing, you don't really want to sit too deep. I don't think it's the puzzle. I don't think that the line is too high. But just think the girls are one very disorganized, right? They're not tracking runs well. They're not tracking the movement of the American forwards, right? They're not getting close to the Americans in the middle of
Yeah.
the park to shut down passes like that.
And,
And it's just them just all over the place.
and US is playing through the lines. So it don't matter how deep or
Exactly.
high the line is. What we need to do is make the fill the spaces between kind of a little bit more compact. With the line, the players are too far apart, and we do have that defensive midfielder in there to stop the balls from coming in. So look at the speed, man. Every single USA player has speed.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
And that's the thing, Woon. There's no pressure on the ball. None whatsoever. But I think the positioning of the defense line is perfect. Because you don't want to sit too high against the Americans, but you don't want to sit too deep either. I just think that they're not playing the right way. They're not, as I said, they're not putting pressure on the ball. The American midfielders are just literally having them way, sitting off them in midfield, sitting off them in defense. We have not managed to close down the Americans or get close to them on the park from the start of the game till now. Big up actually.
It was a very poor corner from the US team. One of the worst corners I've seen in a while.
It was a in-swinging corner kick from the left boot of the American. Yeah, that corner there
Yes, the
is
corner.
poor, man.
Poor,
Yeah,
poor.
dreadful. I don't know what that. Yeah, I mean, I don't
In
know
in
what that
in
was.
a stay in play.
You
Just kick it
realize
out.
Becky Spencer now. You realize Becky Spencer now waste time though, cause she got a yellow card in the first game
In
for
the
wasting
first
time.
game. Yeah.
So she now waste time in that game because she now want. It looks like more than likely if I'm going, I'm gonna look on the regulations, but if I'm a guessing man or
She
a
don't want to
betting
miss the
man,
game.
more than likely Blackwood will miss the next game because if I'm not mistaken, she got a yellow card in the first game.
Yeah, man,
Jerry, what go
she
on?
definitely got it and maybe should have gotten a red card. Two terrible tackles. All
Boy,
right,
Jerry
Jamaica look
Trophy
good
and
now.
struggling.
Shot coming in.
Eh?
Shot on target for Jamaica.
Eh?
Asha.
Chinelu Asha finally decided to show her freckled face in the game. It was a throw in on the right hand side of our attacking third from Wilshire. A number of headers. Eventually, America get it clear, but only as far as to Swaby. Swaby restarts to play and get it going. Some lovely link up play in the middle of the park between Asha and it looked like it was Van Zanten to break the lines. Asha got to the edge of the box, took the shot, but it was a comfortable save. It was to be fair, it was straight at the American goalkeeper. Boy, Jerry Ruffin is struggling, Jerry. All right, 5 minutes of extra time to win, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 4 more minutes left in this one. Hopefully, 5-0 look better than 6-0, So, I don't want to concede another goal. I think Samson was a good reinforcement in the middle of the park. I think when she came on at halftime, may I say, yo, Donaldson, you just make that change, yeah? Bridging Salone for come out of the game from about 50 minutes in Bridging. Honestly, if me was Donaldson, if I was Donaldson, I would have taken out Salone. As a matter of fact, I would not have even started Salone. I would have if you're gonna save if you're gonna save Drew Spence for the final game, play Samson. Right? You have two more attacking minded pivot players and no defensive reinforcement in the pivot, no defensive minded player in the pivot against the best team in the world. To me, that's just suicidal. And when in the first 15-20 minutes when them are run through the middle and gaping holes in the middle of the park, the massive gaps in the middle of the park in front of the defense line, we look surprised. What you expect, Virgin? Salone is not a defensive-minded midfielder.
Yellow card for
So
Swaby.
she now,
Allison.
eh?
You need to check if that is our
Where she trying
second yellow card formula.
yeah. I don't think so, though. I don't recall her getting a yellow card in the last game. I think we got 2 yellow cards in the last game, if memory serves me right. I think it was Blackwood and
The keeper.
and our big keeper there, Rebecca Spencer.
We played the 4 minutes so far out of the 5.
Free kick midway, the American attacking half rather. Swung into the box, straight to a Reggae Girl who won the first ball. We win the second ball. Foul on the play, the Reggae Girls in transition. I think Drew Spencer's had a decent impact coming on to. I don't understand why she's playing as the more of a top link in attacking transition, but hey.
Dead. I mean, Asha. Swing it in.
All right, throw in for the Reggae Girls, just on the edge of their attacking third on the left-hand side of the pitch. Good move from Asha. Good move
That's it.
from Joe Spence.
Full time.
And a full time for me yet though, man. We can still get a
Yeah,
goal.
I still got a goal. Go get a goal.
Cross into the box and deep. Rebound comes to Samson on the edge of the box. But the shot was blocked. Chantel Swaby out left to Blackwood. All right, that's it. Oh boy.
Formula, oh, they do exchange jerseys in the women's game.
Yeah, I haven't seen that much in this
Can't
tournament
remember
at all.
they will have on the sports bra. It's not like them naked underneath.
Mm.
Don't know, maybe in the locker room them exchange jersey, but
Probably. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Disappointing 5-0 result from the Reggae Girls. Not what we were hoping for, but I don't think any of us is really and truly surprised. I'm gonna share the stats with you guys. Look at the stats before we hold on. Oh, see the 5-0 here. All right. Stats on the screen, very disturbing stuff. Yo, that game I did, I swear, yo, honestly, That game I never feel like we have 30% possession in it. You feel like we have 20% possession in that game. It's shocking to me, so we
Is,
crack the
and
30.
is the same 32 we had in the Mexico game as well?
All right. So, no, man, I think it was 36 we have in Mexico game.
36.
36, I think we have. Yeah. It wasn't a lot of possession either. All right. 20 shots from the Americans in total, 4 from the Reggae Girlz. Where them 4 shots they come from? Oh, me, so much shot to the taking of that game, yeah. 11 shots on target out of the 20 for the Americans, 2 on target for the Jamaicans, 68% possession to the Americans, 32% to the Reggae Girlz. Passes, 589 passes from the Americans, 291 passes from the Jamaicans. America had a passing accuracy of 89%. Jamaica had a passing accuracy of 70%, which, to be fair, is much improved from the last game. 11 fouls from the Americans, 9 from the Jamaicans, 1 yellow card for the Americans, 2 yellow cards from the Jamaicans, 6 offsides, and 6 corners. So that's it from a statistical standpoint. Dreadful stats. Dreadful stats. And obviously the most dreadful out of all of them being the one at the top of the screen. Dre, we suspect heavily here at the Formula Sports. I think Wunwon had mentioned it earlier as well to that. More than likely he's saving Drew Spencer. Drew Spence rather for the last game. That's the only rational. That's the only sensible. I mean, it's just 3 games, so I don't know. Probably he knows or he has an idea as to the fitness level of the player and what the player can
Yeah.
manage. So I
And,
think
and
he was looking past this game.
and Dre, big up Dre, but let's be honest though. She would make a difference with the
No man,
scoreline.
should have did make a difference, man.
I don't think
Should
she would
have
make
did
a
make
difference.
a
No, we
difference.
still lose the game in terms of that, in
Yeah,
terms of
for
the result.
sure.
And then
It
you'd have
it would have probably
you'd have you'd have Drew Spencer now with playing under 90 minutes under her belt.
it would
Maybe
have
tired.
yeah.
But
Let me tell
I
you, it would have did
after the first game,
it would have did
I was
it would
looking
have
at her
been
video.
4 instead of 5, Eddie. It would have been 4-0 instead of 5-0.
I saw her kind of limping off the team bus after the game.
mm,
So maybe in
mm,
terms of she picking up a slight knocker, so wasn't fit enough to probably start the game. So there are other factors which led to
mm,
that. I know that Lauren knows that she's a player. If you go and play the best 11, she's definitely one of the first names on the team sheet. But it must be
yeah.
a reason why she didn't start this one.
I mean, him better have a damn good reason to be fair because he might go get a whole heap of beating if him not have a good reason. He might
Hey,
go get a whole
that's
heap
why we
of
have a
beating.
squad, That's why we have a squad, Because
But I
we
mean,
can't play the same 11 every game.
many people believe doing. I mean, it's 3 games. It's not a lot. 1, 2. Many people believe that herself and Rebecca Spencer, along with the 2 Swaby sisters, were the better players for us against Mexico.
Yeah,
So,
can't disagree with that.
especially many people were impressed with how she broke up a number of Mexican players.
Mm-hmm.
So, people were expecting and looking forward to seeing her in this particular game. I sincerely hope that. But and my thing, even if you bench Spence, right? Even if you bench Drew Spence, how you not play Samson? How you play against the biggest team in world football? Seeing your 2 pivot players are 2 more attacking minded players. They are not 2 defensive minded pivot players, right? So I mean, me not understand how that work, Bridget. I know like some little pian side you play where you can say, okay, you're gonna try and control the game and use two more offensive minded pivot players to do it. Right? In this particular game, we were never going to control the game. We always needed that defensive minded element.
Unless he was thinking, hey, look, after we soak up this pressure and we're about to counter, at least we have two technicians in the pivot that can hold on to the ball and play it forward to the wingers and the striker. Unless he's looking at it at that and that standpoint.
Why? Me no know. To me, it just don't make no sense to play the Americans with no, especially such a good defensive shield like Drew Spence. And you see the thing with Spence, her positioning, especially in the Mexico game, everywhere she needed to be, she was there, outing fires, breaking up plays, and getting the team going in transition, especially with her energy when she won the ball. Her energy leveling going forward when she won the ball was just driving the rest of the team going forward. And I think in this particular game, the team was just flat. We were flat from a defensive standpoint. We were flat from an offensive standpoint. It's almost as if we gave up before we even came into this game. We never even tried to get nothing out of the game,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. Oh boy. Rough and struggle. All right. Eddie, quickly, what are your thoughts on the game overall?
What I expected, um, the only thing I didn't expect five, but I was thinking that we have the quality to keep down the scores. So I was thinking probably 2-3 nil with a good display defensively. But we kind of lost it in the second half. Tired legs, and the girls just pretty much gave up. They gave up at the start, and they gave up in the latter stages of the game. The middle part there, they kind of showed a little bit of fight at the start of the second half, but the heads went down at the end, and we conceded a lot of late goals, as I can say. But it was always I didn't expect any result. So I think it's best that we put this defeat behind us and look forward to the Haiti game now at this point.
Yeah. Kajmar, that's a good point, because goal difference is something that might might have, you know, might play a factor in this tournament going forward. For sure. That is something that we can't
Mm-hmm.
rule out.
The last two was a killer.
Yeah. I wouldn't say actually true create chances, but give when I talk about the Catalonia game. Um Jeremila is saying Drew Spencer's a shield would not have changed much because the USA doesn't play centrally, my boss, unless she's gonna cover wide. Yeah, but we saw that in the Mexico game, Jer. We saw that in the Mexico game where a lot of the times Drew Spence was
Pamela,
on both sides of the pitch, breaking up players in front of the fullbacks,
Pamela,
helping out the fullbacks in wide areas. Yo,
US is not Mexico. that is that is the thing, though. They are more
no, but
dynamic. It's a more dynamic team, more speed, and they know what they're doing. I think the Mexicans, gave up. The game plan initially wasn't working for them, and they panicked. But the Americans was never going to panic. They do what they expected to do. Far, I don't think you can compare the work that Spence did in the Mexico game.
all right. Jerry is basically saying that because most of the American players came down the
The
flanks,
flanks, yeah,
Drew might not necessarily have been effective. And then him say, unless she's going to cover the white spaces. And that's what I'm saying. even in the Mexico game, a lot of their players came down the flanks as well. And we saw Drew Spence in those wide areas providing coverage and breaking up plays in those wide areas. So look, I now say Drew
But
Spencer would have make a win that game and or draw the game
but
or nothing like that.
the
I
quality,
just I say instead of a 5-0, it would probably have been a 3. That's all me I say.
um, the quality in the wide areas for the US team is far superior to the Mexican.
Yeah, but Mexico no pian team and Drew Spencer no pian player neither.
Yeah, but I think the Mexican didn't play up to par. You know. Them underperforming that
I
game. You know.
agree. I
Because
agree.
I
I
was so
agree.
surprised. They underperformed big time. So we didn't see
I
the
agree.
best of the Mexicans.
Yeah, man, me agree, man. Me agree. But Drew Spence is still a quality player who play for Chelsea, though. Eddie. She's a big player and not a joke player. I mean, some players would have make an argument that Drew Spence could have even make the American team.
You know me that think about that too.
People would make that argument.
She probably could have make it. She and Bonnie.
Yeah. So it's not a joke player, to be fair to Drew Spence. I mean, for me personally, though, Eddie, I just I think that one of the things where I always have an issue with, I don't even have an issue with the team losing, you know. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do have an issue with the team losing. But what really bothers me is when the team's performance is very flat and lacking in intensity and energy and purpose and desire. That bothers me. And I think we saw that, and it's something we have seen with a number of national teams at all levels. And we saw it today again, and it bothers me. It really and truly bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Eddie said that, you know, Eddie said the American team is far more dynamic than the Mexicans, you know. He said that. And we agree. We agree. If Drew step out, they will keep recycling until they find space. That would happen on plays, yes, but what would also happen on plays is that, because as I said, Drew Spence is not a joke CDM Jermilla, right? Drew Spence is very good at being where she needs to be when she needs to be there and breaking up plays. And so if Drew Spence, you know, positions herself or gets her positioning right, which is something that she oftentimes does, and gets to where she needs to be when she needs to be there, you would want to take a bet on Drew that she will break up that play. So I agree, you know, that there will be times, you know, that all they will keep on doing is recycling possession. I agree with that. But I think it's also true as well that Drew would have been far more effective at breaking up a number, far more. I mean, Havana and Chinyelu never break up nothing today. I am sure there would have been players that Drew Spence would have, one, broken up, and two, at the very least, positioning ourselves correctly would not have given the Americans so much room to play in certain areas of the park. Jerry, she never did cover both. In the Mexico game, she wasn't covering both flanks at the same time. She obviously can't do that. But there were times when she was on the left, helping out the left fullback, breaking up plays. And there were times in the game when she was on the right-hand side of the pitch, breaking up
Yeah.
plays as well. Jerry, you know, they are working, so you can
But
jump on in a box.
we definitely need a team effort. Even if Drew played, we need somebody else to help out. If she's on the right
Mm.
covering the right back, you need somebody on the left as well. And as I said, when Asha didn't come back, no RR Salone, nobody helped out. I think in the second half, I saw Jody Brown come back and kind of help out the defense. But none of the players dropped back. For majority of the game is 4 versus 4, the four American attackers across the line there.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. And you know, there was a lot of space for them to play
Yeah, especially in
in
the
front
midfield. The
of
midfield
our
was
back
empty.
line.
Yeah, the midfield was
Yeah,
empty. Empty.
yeah,
Because some of the
especially in the
time,
first 20
yeah,
minutes.
some of the time, not even the Americans went into midfield. Everybody went wide. They had 2, 3 at the back, and everybody went wide.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. I don't understand how you don't start a more defensive minded player in the pivot at all, man. I mean, as I said, I don't think obviously Drew would not have won the game for us. Obviously, we would still have been beaten and beaten pretty badly, but at least it would have looked a little bit more respectable. At least it would have. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Um, One of the things that bothers me a lot, USA goalkeeper was on holiday today. One of the things that bothers me a lot, though, Eddie, is in attacking transition, the team really and truly. I mean, it's like even today we had no attacking transitional play whatsoever. There was
Mm-mm.
not even an attempt to launch a counter.
Yeah, they tried, but I think the recovery speed of the US team was very good. So even when you think that yes, Jamaica get a little break, the recovery of the Americans, they always come back and put in attack and win back the ball.
Me
We, and we
disagree, Eddie.
and we just never look like we have the speed to get past anybody.
Me disagree, Eddie. Eddie, Mr. Bonisha trying to get the team going in transition, right? Drive, she hold up the play, no support. She start to drive into space, no support.
Yeah,
And
yeah, a
my
couple
thing is
times.
that, and my thing is that you see no attempt, Eddie, no attempt from our girls to get up the pitch and get the game. If it's even for hold the ball and keep the ball and get the game away as far as possible from our goal. It's like the rest of the team just sit down and can't come out of the low block and Bunny the way up so with the ball at her feet till eventually she get crowded out and she lose possession. There was no attempt to even have
Mm.
any sort of transitional play.
Yeah, and we saw that especially in the first half. As I said earlier, I think we started the game scared, shell shocked pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
So the players, I remember one time, I don't know if you heard when Den was telling on the players, don't turn your back on me. She was taking a throw in on the left hand side, and she screamed out, "Don't turn your back." So
Mm,
players seem to be afraid to receive the ball in that first
mm,
half.
mercy, mercy. All right, Jermila, why you cuss me out in the comment section, boss? Me know you know there work. Work done long time, Richie. The American build-up structure is somewhat like the old Barca. Yeah, man, high 8 and 10 who plays in the half spaces and helps to pin our back four and midfield line. That's how they get so much space in the middle. In build-up in a Jermila, they play a 2-3-2-3 now. So the 8 drops in a line beside the 10 and the fullbacks move into midfield sort of like. So in build up the play with a 2-3-2-3. So
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100% and about the playing in the half spaces, etc., etc. You know, they have those movements where they move into the pocket, into their spaces, you know, into the passing channels to receive the ball, break the lines, that sort of thing. We get all of that. But my thing is that when you say that's how they get so much space in the middle, I think you're seriously discounting Havana Salone and Chinyelu Asha, especially Salone's poor positional play in the game. Eddie, I don't know if I me want to see this. I me want to see the big hole them
As
in
me said,
front of the back line.
at one point, I said the midfield now play. I could see neither US or Jamaican player in that midfield era. It was so wide open.
It's crazy. So Jerry's not wrong, you know. Jerry's not wrong, you know. But Jerry is discounting the fact that our pivots were poor
Yeah.
defensively and poor positionally.
And I think the system, you know, I think Lan, I don't think he prepared the Jamaicans to face that type of movement. Because I think they were surprised. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So tactically, you know, Lan, you know, lost it there. He could adjust. So a lot of players' positioning were very poor in that game. And then the indiscipline thing, you know, start happening.
Yeah, you know, honestly, Eddie, I gotta tell you this much, brethren. I don't think this American team is leaps and bounds ahead of our Reggae Girls. I gotta be real with you.
No man, formula.
I
No
eh?
bother with that. No bother with that. No bother say that formula.
No, don't get me
You,
wrong, you know, they're a
you,
better team, you know. They're the
by
best team in the world.
by far, formula, by far.
You think so? Me not think so.
It's
But
because,
them
all right,
they're
you see, it's because we're not playing the Swedens and the Germany and the Japan and these other teams, you know. Because those teams are way ahead of us as well, you know.
but Eddie, our players are playing in the same leagues for the same teams as along with the players
You
from
understand that?
Sweden, and
But
Chinyelu Asha plays in the Swedish first tier.
we just get together, formula. That's the difference. Those other countries have been playing together longer.
And it's not only
So
that, Eddie, and that
we're miles behind.
Eddie, that is what I'm going to know, you know, Eddie. When all right, let me clarify my position, because I think people don't really understand what I say when I say they are not miles ahead of us, right? From a team standpoint, they are. Yes, that's true. I'm talking about individually, player for player. I don't think this American team, they are better than us, you know. I not dispute that, you know. They are obviously the best team in the world. They are better than us, and they are better than us by some way. But when you look at the performance today and the score line that we picked up today and how dreadful the performance was, we can do a better performance than the girls that we have and the collective that we have on paper, man for man. We could have put up a much better fight than this, Eddie.
And I know why you say that, you know, because we have players from Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City. And if you look at the USA roster, all of their players play in the USA.
And the
And they are
American League is
young
one of the best
players.
leagues in the world.
And they are young players, extremely young players. So I understand man for man. I could say we are, you know, we are better in some areas, but as a collective unit, they're miles ahead.
Don't they even have college players in the ranks, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
They have college players on this current team. Don't quote me on that, because I looked at the squad, but it was a little while ago. If I'm not mistaken, they do. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But if I'm not mistaken, they do have college players on their team as well. My thing is that we, and this is what me I got to know, you know, Eddie. I think when the JFF need to stop hire full coach, Bertrand. If we're not going to develop proper coaches locally in the island, we need to start getting some proper coaching and give them some proper preparation to work with. Lon Donaldson in a press conference, a ball and a cuss but also we not get no friendlies, and all those friendlies should have been arranged months ago and all of them, and it just come in and can't get friendly. I mean, this is a disgrace. How could we not get friendlies coming into this tour when other CONCACAF teams got friendlies coming into this tournament?
Well, as you know, the COVID, so we kind of give them a pass for 2 years with the COVID situation. But coming out of
Look
COVID,
how
though,
long COVID done, Eddie.
yeah, coming out of COVID, we did a poor job in terms of lining up games. And maybe Sidela must get some of the blame and not really the JFF. But
I know
she's doing all that she can, pretty much. She's doing all that she can.
But it is not Sidela's responsibility. Sidela is doing things. I think that some of the things Sidela is
She's
doing
not supposed to do it.
does not even fall in her job description, Bridget.
Yeah.
She's an ambassador. She's a marketer. She's an ambassador for the team, not involved in the day-to-day operations, Bridget.
But we know that the JFF don't really care about the women football. So that explains the lack of practice games.
Eddie, JFF not care about no form of football, Bridget. The JFF officials are there because of stature and status and for sit down in a meeting across the table from Honorable Sports Minister Olivia Babsy Grange and feel like them a big shot. And if you're not if not even worse.
Because even the under 20, they've never played a practice game really.
If not even worse, a dip there in a cookie jar allegedly.
Allegedly.
Virgin, this team that we had, this collective group of girls that we have was better than this 5-0 performance. And it's something we keep on seeing with all national teams. I watch the U17 girls, them Eddie. And me, I tell you, I think we did lose the match to Canada 1-0, so I already draw it 1-1. I don't remember right now off the top of my head, right? But I think we did lose it. If memory serves me right, we did lose it. Anyways, but when I looked at the Canadians were far better on the day and did a better job according to the run of play. But when I looked at my young U17 Reggae Girlz, from a talent perspective, man to man, the U17 girls were as good, if not better, than the Canadians, but yet still, we did not get the result that we deserved against the Canadians. And according to the run of play, Canada balled us. But you could see that from an individual talent perspective, but the structure on both sides of the ball just was not there. So the girls them end up look like a bag of individual good talent, just aimlessly run up and down on the field, not having a clue in the world what they're supposed to be doing. And obviously look like just look like 11 players on the pitch, not on the same wavelength, versus Canada, who played like a team. I'm tired of this, Belgian. I'm tired of seeing good quality Jamaican national teams that should be doing much better, grotesquely underperforming, Eddie. I'm tired to see it. This was an underperformance. These girls were better than this performance and result that they got today.
Well, you're right, but given the circumstances, I think that played a part. We didn't have to win the game. We still have a huge chance in the last game against Haiti.
Eddie, we had to win the game, Eddie.
I think circumstances kind of different formula. You see, if we never win the Mexico game, I think more pressure would be on this game. But we already got that 3 points in the bag. So that has to play a part in terms of the performance.
But Eddie, that can't be the mentality, Eddie. We should even be more motivated to get a result today.
Should.
So that we can seal up qualification.
Yeah, we should be. But again, in a formula is not Guyana we play a while ago, or Trinidad.
Eddie, I am not upset that America has beaten us, And that bother me, at the manner of the defeat. We in this game, remember about three goal America had ruled out.
You're right.
America had a
Offside.
number of goals ruled out because of offside. Really and truly, this game, we lucky it never done 10.
It could have been worse. And then the saves from Spencer.
From Spence, Rebecca Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Added to the fact that according to the run of play, we were absolutely dreadful. And what I am saying, I do have an issue with our girls losing to America. That is not what I have an issue with. But this level of performance, you people looking at this game and don't know nothing about side Eddie, where I think say
I think so we have some dongle
there
side.
is like some little Bush side America
Yeah.
play Virgin. Like we now have baller play for Tottenham and Manchester City and playing in the American League. You would think say galaxies apart. These two teams are just galaxies apart,
Yeah.
Virgin. America better than we, but them not 5-0,
But them step
68%
up the pace
possession
doing.
better than we.
Them really step up the pace in this game doing a family.
The Americans, I agree.
Yeah, them step it up in this game. And we weren't ready for that. None at all.
Haiti did better than us against America.
Yeah, the first game of the tournament. Probably if we had played them first, we might have looked better.
But me
Just
see a
that's the
game plan from
circumstance.
me see a game plan from Haiti, Eddie. Me not see a game plan from we to the Virgin. Where we go up on the pitch go do to the Virgin?
I remember say
What was the game plan?
they would have known that the Jamaica team is a much better team than the Haiti team.
True.
So maybe some
True.
they kind of take the foot off the pedal in the first game.
Eddie, the excuses for me would be legitimate if this was the first time we see a national team grotesquely underperforming below them level. But it is not that's something where we see all the time at every level with both genders. National teams grotesquely underperforming and doing worse than what the individual talent suggests that they can do. And that is why it's a pattern and a trend that we see showing up in every single national team. And it bothers me. We need proper coaches to be coaching our national teams.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I that's what me see, Virgin. We're not developing proper coaches on the island that that are generally speaking with the greatest of respect to our coaches, most of them are not equipped to coach at the international level. And when we do go overseas, the coaches that we are bringing in are not even it's not even like we're bringing in coaches that might not have the pedigree, but have the potential. We're not even drawing for the young, brightest minds out of Europe who are look for a boss. You get what I say?
Yeah.
We need to do better at hiring coaches, man. All right, make me read the final couple of comments and then get out of here. True, the tactics were not good. That day, one holder, everybody else running ahead of the ball, and no plan to get the ball to the ones that run ahead. Since Hall took charge, it's a common team. When me not go down the road with you. Because Paul Hall are the best out of all of the national coaches that we have right now. And it's not even close. It's not even close. True, I didn't expect us to win, but I expected us to be organized and competitive. It was a walk in the park for the U.S.A. An absolute walk. It was like a hot knife through butter, man. Right, with teams on and off the ball it's like the players are uncertain as to what they're supposed to be doing when they get the ball, and they're uncertain as to what they're supposed to be doing when they lose the ball. And that is just a theme with most of our national teams. All right, so we're gonna get out of here now. Me cuss enough for the night about how dreadful this performance was. It was a good watch along. All we are going. Good as it could be, given how depressing the performance and the scoreline was. I still believe in the girls. I still believe that the girls have the quality to get us to the World Cup, right? Coach need to step up, but let's see what takes place in the game on Monday versus Haiti. I want to say thanks to all the commenters in the comment section for joining us today and being a part of the watch along. Thanks to all the viewers who might have watched but did not comment. Big shout out to Eddie Guna. By the way, guys, Eddie Guna's channel, Eddie Vision. Go over there and support. Good channel, good content, different sort of content from what you would get here on the Formula Sports, but still very good content nonetheless. I would not have told you if it were not so. Good channel, so go over there and support Eddie. Let me drop Eddie. You want me drop your channel link in the comment section quick and fast?
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Hold on. Let me try find Eddie channel quick and fast. So the name of the channel is Eddie Vision. Yo, that's a good name for your channel,
Yeah.
It's a good name for your channel.
I struggle to get a name.
Why?
Who could you think of a good name?
Where did that before Eddie Vision?
What's happening? That's actually worse. What's happening? That was actually worse. No, just
Eddie,
what's happening by itself. And I could find it in the search. I had to change the name.
Eddie, Virgin, you'd kill your channel before your channel even raised. Before your channel even born, you'd have kill it with that name, the Virgin.
True.
All right, so drop Eddie Vision link to his YouTube channel in the comment section. So go over there and click on the link and give Eddie a subscribe. Young channel, good channel, doing some good content. Again, Eddie, thanks for jumping onto the stream. Much appreciated.
Yeah, man, no problem.
We're gonna do it all again on Monday when the girls play Haiti. Hopefully, I personally think it would be best for Mexico to win the game tonight and then lose to US. I think that's the more realistic and better solution for us. And if it's even a draw, we can get against Haiti in the next game. I will finish second in the group and go and qualify. That would be good for us as well. I don't know. I'm not convinced with Lauren Donaldson. I think we need a better coach, but hey, them say I'm a good coach, so make us see. So hopefully we can get a good result come Monday. Hopefully we can get a good result at 9 o'clock. Little bit about just under half an hour from now, the Haiti and Mexico game will play. So hopefully the result from that favors us, and hopefully we can get a good result against Haiti come Monday. So guys, wishing the Reggae Girls all the best. Not the best performance today. Hopefully things improve drastically come Monday. So guys, that's my 2 cents. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.